All right, so I'm here in Jackpot, Nevada with the Mach-E. Did a little road trip here from Boise. So yeah, let's go back to the beginning and I'll show you all the charging and how things went along the way. Let's go. All right, so we're cruising along here. Got the charger plugged in, so we've got 116 miles there to the Flying J in Twin Falls, 115, and then it's showing 150 miles of range estimated. We charged all the way up to 100%. Here's what the navigation is showing. It's showing we'll get to the EVgo Flying J there with 23%. I don't think it's going to be that high. I'm guessing it's going to be lower. I'll have to put an overlay of the last time I went to Twin Falls. It's only 29 degrees outside right now. The speed limit's 80 here. I'm just going a little bit slower because we kind of climb out here for a little while. So just kind of once we get some of this initial elevation, then I'll speed it up a little bit. So yeah, we'll see what we arrive with there at the Flying J. There we just clicked down to 99%. We've got our trips going here. So we're doing 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour right now. I did precondition the cabin before we left. So that helped get things warmed up a little bit in here. Should have warmed up the battery a little bit. I do have climate off right now, but it's going to keep getting colder. You know, it's nighttime, so we don't have any sun keeping us warm in the car. So, you know, this is kind of worst case scenario here for range. You know, it's cold. This car does not have a heat pump. This is a 2022 Mach-E. The 2025s coming out are going to have heat pumps, which will be nice, but we don't have one. So we're gonna speed it up to 80 and drive for a little while and see how our efficiency is, and then see if we need to back it off or not. All right, so we just crossed over the 50% mark there. We've got about 39 miles to go to the Flying J charger. So things are going pretty well. So yeah, we've been doing, the efficiency's gone down a little bit, 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour. There, it's back in hands-free now. But we've got plenty of range to make it to the Flying J. There is that EV Connect at the Chevy dealer in Twin Falls, and we could go a little bit further and then charge there. But I think after dark here, the Flying J sounds like a better choice. Be better lighting there, probably better amenities. With it being pretty late at night here, we're going to get there probably like 9:30, so nothing's going to be open by the dealer. So maybe we'll hit the Chevy dealer on the way back. 28 degrees. You know, I think the preconditioning the cabin helped a lot. I've been keeping it around 66, 67 degrees just on a level 1 there. Right now I'm not running any heated seats or heated steering wheel. I feel like I don't really need it right now. And I don't think the wind is too bad. Obviously we're going 80, but there doesn't seem to be a terrible headwind. So that's helping as well. So we've got 30 miles of buffer. You know, that's pretty close to what we started with buffer wise. We're going to be gaining a little bit more elevation as we get closer. But yeah, things are going well here. So, yeah, at this point, I will probably see you at the charger because we're going to be there in probably about 20-25 minutes. Okay, it's super windy here. I think I finally got it. In the app, it's... Oh, okay, I see the number now. I was just looking for charger 1 or charger 2 in the app, but it's actually this number. Which, who's looking for that number? Anyway, it says it's connecting to vehicle. It is super cold and windy out here. It's about 28 degrees, but then there's probably like a 15-20 mile an hour wind out here. These chargers at this Flying J do not have a canopy over them. Charge failed. That's great. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, we got this one charging. We're ramping up. Okay, it's doing the max amperage there. Or wait, maybe not. So we're only getting 88 kilowatts. I was hoping we get, usually we can get up to 110, 115, but maybe it's just too cold. So yeah, I ended up moving chargers. I could not get that one to work. Earlier today, one of these showed offline in the app. I'm not sure which one it was. Maybe it was that one was having problems. This one I was able to start with the app. Still doing 90 kilowatts, 89 kilowatts. That one I tried both my credit card with Apple Pay and also 2 different times through the app. Could not get that to activate. So maybe that one's still having issues. But yeah, we're charging. We're going to be here a little bit. I'm going to use the restroom, get warmed up, and see how far we need to go. All right, so we're sitting here in the car. Man, it's cold out there. I meant to put my gloves on, but, you know, kind of the first rule of EV charging is when you get to the charger, you want to get plugged in as soon as possible, and then you can go use the bathroom, do all that other stuff. So I was like, I'm just jumping out of the car, trying to plug in as fast as I can. Can't get that other charger to work. So anyways, we're fast charging here. Let me show you what's going on in the car. Okay, so it says 80% by 10:05, which is about 30 minutes from now. So that's not terrible, at least for this car. So we are, technically this is Jerome. It's just outside of Twin Falls. So yeah, we're at this EVgo Flying J. So we're trying to get to Jackpot here, the Cactus Pete's.
Obey traffic laws. Be alert and use voice commands while driving.
2 chargers? What's the thinking there? Oh, why would you stop here for 3 hours? That's so weird. Oh, there's a... I guess there's some level 2 charger here. I didn't even know about that one. There is a charger there. There's supposed to be 2 level 2 chargers and 1 DC fast charger that's like 60 kilowatts or something. So I think there's a really good chance we'll be able to charge there, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So if we can't charge there for some reason, that would be a bummer. So I'd like to have enough that I could get back and charge in Twin Falls, if I need to. So if we figure we need roughly 100 miles of range, because there is a charger that's that way in Twin Falls, that Chevy EV Connect, that's probably at least 5 miles from here. So we figure we need 100 miles of range. Worst case scenario, we're doing like 2 miles per kilowatt hour. You know, we would need roughly 50 kilowatts. So 50 kilowatt hours, and this is a 70 kilowatt hour battery. So we should probably charge up to like 70% or so. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on the charging curve, but I'm probably going to charge up to about 70% or so, which would probably be about another 20 minutes. So yeah, let's check in a little bit. All right, so we're here at the Jerome / Twin Falls Flying J here. So also nice charging setup. No canopy on this one, but you've got the regular Flying J store and gas station, bathroom, showers. Let's see, we're at 18 minutes, 24 kilowatt hours dispensed. So nothing too crazy. This is the standard range Mach-E with the NCM battery, so nothing too crazy in terms of charging, but so you can see our amperage has come down. So yeah, probably going to charge to roughly 70% or so, maybe 75, depending on the charging speed, and then we'll get going. All right, well, I think we're going to unplug here. We got the car nice and toasty. I cranked it up to 78, got the seat, the wheel on. Saying we get there with 41%. Okay, yeah, we've really tapered down, so we're going to stop the charge here. Unplug. There's all the numbers. Let's go. All right, so we're at about 50% now. Our efficiency has not been good. We've gone about 32 miles since the charger, averaging 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour. We've got about 20 or so miles to go. And yeah, we've gained a lot of elevation on this stretch, down to 23 degrees outside, but we're up to 4,700 feet. I believe we're going to get to 5,000 feet once we get there. So we'll gain about 1,500 feet from the charger. Cold temps. We're not going nearly as fast. We're not going 80 anymore because we're on a state route now. I'm guessing we're going to get there with like 40-something%, which should be enough to get back just in case we can't charge. Alright, so we finally got this thing to work. You can see how sketchy this screen is. So it's working. Yeah, EV Gateway app. And then this one over here, I just kept getting start charge station fault. You connect vehicle and it would do charge station fault. You can see this one's working. The EV Gateway app is how you get to this charger in the app, but initially I was trying EV Connect because that's just what I saw first, and that's the wrong app. It doesn't even show up in there. I tried putting my card in here. I tried tapping the card on here. Never could get it to work. It's free charging, but you need to activate it somehow. So anyways, so glad that's working. So it's just here in the back of the parking lot at the Cactus Pete's. All right, we're about to get on the road soon. Got the Jackpot water tower here. Really nice morning out here. All right, so car still says 100%. A little frozen over here. 15 degrees Fahrenheit out. So we're gonna get going and we'll see how much battery we lose just getting this thing warmed up. There's a huge solar farm out there. I was driving by this last night, and I saw this power station, and there's like a bunch of like boxes over here that had little lights on them, and I was like, what the heck is that? But I think that's for all the solar panels and stuff here. So this is pretty big. Oh yeah, there's even more over there too. But yeah, there's these like, I don't know if they must be like inverters or something. Or battery storage. I'm not really sure, but that's interesting. It's on the other side of the road. I mean, it looks like they have solar panels on both sides, so maybe that was just for the one side. But yeah, pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna check the route planning here. So we're down to 86%, doing like 1.5, 1.6, because we had to gain a little bit of elevation and the car needed to warm up. So you can see how we're doing here. So yeah, so we're down to 4,700 feet. So we're losing some elevation, so that's helping. Oh, it just switched to 2 chargers, so let's see what it wants to do. Yeah, so it thinks we'll get back to that Flying J with 52%. Oh, there, just updated again, 61%. Let's run it again. Yeah, the very first time I put it in, it said 1 charger, this Electrify America in Mountain Home, Idaho. So I think we'll just need to see what we actually end up with when we get back to Twin Falls here. The initial estimate was getting to the Mountain Home with 9% and not charging at all. With this cold weather and the high speed limits, I don't know exactly what the wind's doing. We might have some wind. Probably going to plug in at that Flying J. I was also thinking about the Chevy dealer. We didn't go there, but my state of charge going by there is going to be pretty high, so I just don't think that's the best choice. All right, so I decided to get Chick-fil-A and then go over to the Flying J and charge. I'm hungry, so I think we'll eat while we're charging. So we're at 66% now. Since we left Jackpot, We've gone about 49 miles, 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Okay, so this is saying we would get to Mountain Home with 5%, and just skip the Flying J, but we're not going to do that. That's just too close with this weather, and the speeds. My guess is we probably wouldn't quite make that unless we slowed down. So yeah, we'll hit the Flying J, and then I'm thinking we'll probably charge up there to maybe 80%, 85%. Yeah, really the trip has gone okay. I mean, we've eventually been able to charge everywhere, but both our charging stops, both the Flying J in Jerome, Idaho, Twin Falls area, and then the Cactus Pete's, like, we had problems getting those chargers to work. I could never get the one level 2 charger to work. And the DC fast charger was pretty difficult to get it to work. You know, there was a lightning that showed up there. He didn't get either one to work, and he, you know, peeled out of there quickly. You could tell he was frustrated. And so, yeah, I think this is a pretty good representation of what I'm still finding is with enough, you know, kind of messing around with stuff, you know, trying to start it in the app, trying to start it at the charger, trying to start with the car, doing some things at the same time. In some cases, I'm able to get it to work eventually, which is great. But a lot of people aren't going to want to mess around with that. And so there's still just too many chargers that just don't work. And there's where I am, like, yeah, I have the Tesla NACS adapter sitting here in my glove box, but I can't use it at any of these Tesla chargers that I'm near because it's a V2 supercharger, which this doesn't work with that. And there's no V3 superchargers anywhere close to here. So yeah, charging still just isn't great. It works well enough for me to get by, but it doesn't give you a lot of confidence, and a lot of these things I just don't see getting any better. Now the Flying J is new. It still has a problem, but it's like we're adding more chargers, but we haven't really fixed the reliability of them. I think Tesla's really the only one where I've experienced that I haven't had any problems. So, and I haven't charged on that many Tesla chargers yet, but Tesla's got it figured out, and everybody else just still doesn't. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts. Yeah, for some reason it does not want to go above 100 amps. So I'm guessing, I'm trying the other side here. I'm guessing it's the car. Maybe it's the battery's just too cold. All right, well, we're at the Flying J, and like you saw, just having lots of problems going above 35 kilowatts, which is just so slow. Kind of funny, Tesla pulled into the station there, probably just to use the trash can or something. Yeah, just terrible. So we should have enough to make it to Mountain Home. Good reviews on PlugShare there. I've charged there before, but it's been, I don't know, at least 6 months, maybe longer. So we're just not getting anywhere fast here. I mean, we're almost up to 80%, so we're just going to kind of cut our losses. I think we got enough, you know, that we have a decent buffer, at least make it to Mountain Home. We're probably not going to be able to make it home on that, but this is just so slow. Let me know if you like trains, because I'm really into model trains, so maybe I can bring some of that content to the channel. But yeah, let me know in the comments. All right, well, we're getting close to Mountain Home. We've got about 9 miles to go. You can see we're at 16%, so we're definitely going to want to hit this charger. I've just been keeping it on Blue Cruise set at 80 the whole time. I think we've definitely got a headwind. Our efficiency is not great. Since the Flying J, we've gone about 70 miles, 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour. Hopefully we have better success on the charging speed. The lower state of charge is going to help a lot. So hopefully we at least get into that 80 kilowatt hours or so, you know, 200 amps-ish. So we'll see. All right, so we just made it to the Electrify America here in Mountain Home. Made it at 8%, just plugged in. Plug and charge seems to be working. I hear the charger starting. So let's see what kind of speed we get here. Oh, nice. We're getting full speed. We probably want to get to maybe 40%, probably at least 30% to make it home. 84 kilowatts, so not too bad. All right, so this is the Mountain Home Electrify America here at the back of the Walmart parking lot. So, and it's pretty much right off the highway too, so not a bad location. I'm on one of the 150s here. And yeah, from my phone, it looked like we were still doing pretty decent speed. Okay, we've dropped below 80 now. So 14 minutes, 20.8 kilowatt hours. So that's pretty good. Okay. We were here like half the time of the Flying J and added way more energy. See here, I'm glad we charged as much as we did there at Mountain Home, because we're probably going to be getting back with like 10% or so. So yeah, really bad efficiency. We were averaging about 1.8 for a lot of that. We just bumped up to 1.9. The final numbers here are going to be 345 miles, 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. We're going to get back with around 11, maybe 12%. Yeah, and then since Mountain Home there, you know, off the highway, we've improved our efficiency a little bit, but the highway efficiency there was pretty rough. So yeah, those are the final numbers. All right, well, we're almost back here, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.